Hey, it's me. I'm waxing enthusiastic. It's about 11 here, actually. Definitely my bedtime, but I've been busy this evening making CDs and checking orders, and the response just right away, friends, you all are just blowing me away. I made the first dozen. This is 13, and they're all but one already sold. I've already had a dozen people. The first 12, the first dozen are already. Uh, I'm not going to say who's got what. I got the list here. I have a list keeping me in order. I have to buy mailers tomorrow, friends. So when I get the mailers tomorrow, I'll be sending these out to each and every one of you. And just a note to Brother Blake. So yeah, I tried to make the covers nice and uniform. But each disc, it's a burn, and so the each disc is completely unique as far as the word, the lettering. Some maybe have a little smattering of art on them. That one says thank you. So who knows who's going to get what? Because I have not numbered these yet. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be done tomorrow. But each disc is unique, and Glowing Double O Cabbage, you asked for some of my post-punk stuff. There's one post-punk track on there, and for your radio show, give me a minute to get back to you on some more material, okay? I'm going to go ahead and send this out, and I'll follow up with you further on some material for your radio show regarding some of my other stuff that would, well, for example, the rest of my first EP and then some of the stuff. My band Digital Sex, actually, from the 80s, you might like that. That might be fitting to your taste. I don't have any of those discs for sale. I actually, Randy LeMasters from Pittsburgh, who had a record store there that Mark, Glass Orchid Aftermath, may know of. Randy's Alternative. I don't know if that was the name of the store, but he was a huge fan of my band Digital Sex, and financed the American compact disc release. So he's got, I guess, probably hundreds still that he wasn't able to sell. I'm really not in a position to buy a bunch from him to make available, but could point you in his direction actually if you wanted to get. But then also I can just send you a burn of some stuff. But anyone else that might be interested, I was just kind of thinking here as I'm kind of relaxing and taking everything in and getting ready to go to bed and go to work. Tell you what, it's cruel. The 24 hours is just nothing, and the grind of, you all know it, the grind. Thank goodness we have jobs, but the grind of paying those dang bills. God dang, So doing the artistic thing it's a rush, and it's also it's a privilege. It's wonderful, but it's also frustrating because it just yanks and ganks my chemistry up. It really does, to get some juices going. You know what I'm saying? And then I got to try to settle down and for the mundane tasks of the everyday job, and being a social worker, you literally, you take care of people, you literally do, and so it's like you can't just kind of, fluff around. It's like you got to just dive in there with people, and so it's like, man. And everyone that works, I'm sure you experience it in your own work. I would imagine, depending on what you do, that it takes its own toll on you. So you can relate to how I'm feeling, but I think But I'm just looking at this stack of discs here, and all the pasting and cutting and scoring and carefully bending I've been doing this evening, and I have more to finish up. This is what they look like before they get scored and bent and pasted. You know, someone was asking, here I go. I was just going to make a quick one, but I'm going to just go ahead and go till I'm done. Someone had requested information about how do I make the burn CDs, and this is the same process, except on the burn CDs, it's actually easy as far as your basic template. What I do here is I create the artwork, and size it up, accordingly. But say, for example, let me get one that I haven't shown yet. Say, for example, something I burn like this. However, sudden death. The back of this is a solid template of where. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I'm going to keep going. When you burn a CD in iTunes and you go to print, it'll give you some choices. And depending if your discs has artwork, if your tracks have artwork, you can choose to print either just a black and white text cover or a mosaic cover, which gives you the option of seeing the artwork plus the artwork reproduced on the back in reverse, or rather opaquely, with the tracks and numbers on top. And then what you do is you cut it out, but you cut those flaps. You know what I'm saying? You just basically you cite some flaps, fold it. With these, I'm using a cardstock on this, like a regular CD, and so I have to score it like with a pen, or just something kind of. I'm using the back of the scissors to do these, but these, it's a much lighter cardstock, just a couple numbers above typing paper, so you can just bend it, and you know what I'm saying. It's real easy, and you just Elmer's glue it, and you're good to go. So that was my tutorial just how to make CD covers. And man, thanks people so much. I just gotta go ahead and say while I'm sitting here before I go to bed, just so many thoughts I have and feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's like, life is so short, and I was supposed to be getting this done back in my 20s, but I was just jacking around, and I just didn't know what I thought I knew. And it really has a lot to do with the acrimony between me and my old partner in Digital Sex, Steve. He ended up taking on a lot of the business because I was just such a butthead. You know what I'm saying? I was coming up with the music. Digital Sex was my baby. That was my music. Those were my songs. He was fleshing them out with words and melodies. Well, no, I was coming up with the melodies. So anyway, long story. But, he was doing the business because I was just too busy being an ass, like you're young and everything. And so here I am at 56, 2012 will be 57, I'm, moving on to 60, just like all the classic rockers, and still trying to chase a dream, but not really. It's a fulfillment. It's really, this is what I had been meaning to do all along, and just got, I had some learning and some growing up to do, and I'm just real thankful that, even though I'm not making a new vinyl record yet, with the blessings of the cosmos that's coming up just around the corner, either in Dreama or me or Kleeman. We're hoping that's coming out on vinyl, not just CD. I got some new records coming out, but my new release here, this home release, this is, the act of doing, as well as creating the music, with the act of producing is it's motivating, and it has an energy, and I'm just kind of tripping on it a little bit, feeling good about it, and just really feeling thankful. Glad I'm able to do this. Glad that people want this music. You know what I'm saying? It's just, frankly, back in the '90s when I was recording a lot of this stuff, I just thought this isn't good enough for anybody except me. It's got that drum machine sound, and people won't like that. And all my songs sound the same, and they do. There's a great similarity. I'm being very, very picky about what I'm sharing so far. I mean, I could just do it to the point of boredom. I have a lot of recorded material, so I'm just glad that people want to hear it. I really am. This is just really the best. Thank you. Thank you all for being my new friends. Everyone. On the list that's bought it so far. People that responded right away. Your true friends. Even the people. There's some people in here I'm not sure who you are. I'm not sure what your vinyl community handle is. If you want to tell me, you can, because you know that I don't know who you are. Your other folks know I know who you are. I don't want to say yet. I'll let people show if they want when you get your disc. What you got, what number you got, who got what. Though this is just the coolest. I'm savoring the moment, and I'm sharing the moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I gotta fucking go to bed and get ready for work. And whenever you see this, might not make any sense, but yeah, get the vibe. It's late at night. It's late here. And it's cold too. It's like fucking 2 below zero here outside. Jeez.